Hello, co-laborers. I want to share some exciting news with you concerning our WBF mission office. As many of you know, 3 years ago, we had to relocate our office, and God provided a space for us where we took on a $4,600 a month lease payment. Now, that was a huge step of faith for us. In fact, at that time, we had to raise $100,000 immediately, $60,000 just to supplement our general operating expenses, and then $40,000 to help us with the first year of that lease. By God's grace and your generosity, we have seen God provide month after month for us to make this lease payment, and we give God the glory for that. In fact, this year we're only having to raise $30,000 to supplement our general operating expenses. Now, we believe in asking God to do exceeding abundantly above all that we ask or think. And so we began to pray and ask God for one day providing a way that we would not have to have a lease payment any longer. Well, as many of you have experienced, God often moves in ways we cannot anticipate and at a pace we can barely keep up with. On August the 14th, we were told that our lease was up for renewal and that lease would increase. Well, we began to pray about that, and on August 21st, we received a call from a generous donor who supports many of our missionaries, and this donor began to talk to us about offering us office space at the Burnett Plaza in downtown Fort Worth. This is a Class A professional building that is recently undergoing a multi-million-dollar renovation. God began to move very quickly on this. We went and we toured the space, we visited with our staff, we talked to our mission committee, and most importantly, we just spent a lot of time in prayer. And as we prayed, God simply began to direct our steps. It seemed that every single detail fell into place. And so on October 17th, we signed a 5-year lease for office space on the 9th floor of the Burnett Plaza. And this generous donor is going to fund us the money for that lease payment every month for 5 years. It's incredible what God has done. And we're still trying to keep up with His pace. But God has done some amazing things, and we wanted you to know about it. Now, we will incur a cost for parking. We're also going to have to get a storage unit for our mission office van and truck that our missionaries are able to use. And so we will have a cost for that, but the savings will be substantial. And here's what we need you to know. Understand, we never really had the extra money for the lease payment that we've been paying. We relied on that yearly offering that we have to raise to supplement our operating expenses. And so please keep in mind, we still need your support. We ask you to continue supporting our general fund. In fact, please pray that that support will increase because the cost of operating increases every year as well. So please continue to give us your support, and we ask that you would pray that support would increase. And then also, we still need to raise this $30,000 offering. This $30,000 helps supplement our operating expenses for this past year. So we encourage you. There are ways on the letter we've given you in which you can give to that. We ask you to give generously as you always have. And we want you to know we appreciate your sacrificial giving. And please pray for us in this move. It's a big move for us. This is also a big step of faith for us. The logistics of going to downtown, the move that is involved in that, and then even for our staff, the commute will be a little bit different. And so please pray for us on that as we all adjust to that. But most importantly, I just wanted to tell you what God has done, because we know that you pray, and we want you to know God answers prayer. If you have any questions about any of the details of our move, please feel free to reach out to me at joey.bacon@wbfma.net. Thank you so much for your prayers, and we're praying for you as you continue to fulfill the Great Commission, and it's our privilege to serve local churches and their missionaries in doing that. God bless you.